driven home a little bit more. So we'll be working on that on the 21st, some fire safety education in neighborhoods and empowering the firefighters to get their message out.
Right.
Just amplifying that message.
And when you said that, I was thinking about some of the other things that the firefighters do, and we are in partnership, the Harrisburg School District, with the City of Harrisburg in dealing with the lead. Helping everyone understand the lead poisoning. And one of the things the firefighters do is that they make sure that they go in and help with that testing too. So that's a very important thing when you look at children's ability or inability or inhibitors to learning. And there's so much that we don't know about the lead poisoning as it affects students' abilities to learn. So yeah, we gotta do that.
You know, that's awesome. Now, this is an ongoing initiative. This is not something just a one day and begotten, that we're going to continue this, as you said, 360 days, and really encouraging everyone to really find some manner and way that they can serve and be available. Are you thinking ahead so far to next year?
Well, we do have some of the groups and organizations do have currently projects that extend all year that they do as service. And there are many of the groups that are doing the service that then go to different areas to make their volunteerism possible and to offer that. So we would like to be able to have that posted on our website as well.
Wonderful.
So if there are different events or projects happening throughout the year that you have a group at any time you'd like to go and share or volunteer a service, that you would be able to do that.
Is there some place where people can call in to give you or email to tell you about that type of thing?
Well, again, the website centralpamlkday.org. Now, if someone wants to call for direct information, by all means call my office at Jump Street, 238-1887, and again, 238-1887. I got to slow down right now. And you know, and we can get that call routed to the right person. Our job is to just be the junction box at Jump Street, to just get stuff routed right. And one of the things that the Harrisburg School District is doing, to your question, is using technology. So Messiah and the school district are getting together, and we're going to Skype in on each other. We're going to be able to see other projects, and they'll be able to see us, and that's going to start knitting us together.
So even with some of those school districts that may not be able to get all their students to the opening ceremony, they'll be able to Skype in during the ceremony and talk to us and tell us what's going on. And hopefully this year at the end of the ceremony, we're hoping that we can get those who are still in the building doing projects to come back at noon for the swearing-in ceremony of the president.
Let me say this also, because I know that Jump Street, you have a lot going on, man. Just for 1 minute, just tell us some of the things you're going on. Then I want the Harrisburg School District to do the same thing, because there's always opportunities to serve.
Right. Well, our main thrust this year, and we do a lot of things, you're right, but our main thrust this year is literature, literacy, and education. We're going to do lots and lots of artist residencies in classrooms, and these will take the shape of professional artists in a non-arts classroom. We've been doing that a lot over the past couple of years, and it's really started to move the needle on assessments, on test scores. We just had an artist residency where music software that a lot of kids have on their phone or on their computer, the artists used it to teach fractions. The kids in 4th grade were having a tough time with fractions in this one building, so we had 100 students, and this artist worked with them in groups, in 4 different groups, and all the assessments really went through the roof. They really got on to their fractions. The distance between the note is the distance between the numbers. Stack up the notes, stack up the numbers. They began to understand because they could hear the distance. And so it's just different learning paths. So we're going to use the amazing illuminating power of arts to open up different learning paths. Among a lot of other things, that's my passion for 2013.
Fantastic. I know the school district has a bunch of stuff going on.
Oh, we have a lot of things going on, and we're still charging ahead. And CHARGE stands for Connection, Healthy Habits, Accountability, Responsibility, Growth, and Effective Instruction. So we are still focusing our students in our interventions and helping with the literacy, and a focus in math as well. So yeah, we've got a lot of things going on, and a focus on parent empowerment with our family liaisons in every school. So we need to talk more about that and the wonderful things things that we're doing with our Parent Information Resource Center and our partnership with Comcast.
Yeah, I think it would behoove us to have you both come back and just kind of do your things about your individual groups.
We'd love to.
Absolutely great, because there's so
share
much
that
to
with
talk
the community.
about.
And when we talk together, then things are born. You know what I mean? If she's going to say something, you're going to say something, we're going to go, okay, there's something good to do there.
Yeah, that's right.
Absolutely.
That's happening.
Yeah, so again, MLK Day, let's not, set at home, folks. We have to go out and support, this fantastic day of service. And it is a day of service with a cause, and you should be a part of that solution. Because if we don't do it, it won't get done. I mean, we always think someone else is going to get it done. It's not going to happen. If we don't do it, it's not going to get done. And by the way, this day is designed to energize us. Is that right?
Yes.
Not just to come up and just do that one day. It's to energize us to get more deeply involved.
And find other ways to be able to serve and make a difference.
Yeah. I like that peaceful idea always, too. That's such a great idea.
Yeah. Here's my thing for Dr. King coming up. Did you ever stand way in the back of an auditorium or way in the back of a place where a speaker is speaking and only hear that echo? You hear it bouncing around and you don't quite hear the words so well. You hear that bouncing, you hear that residual echo. If we don't amplify Dr. King's message, it will dwindle to a residual echo and it won't be clear anymore. What Dr. Knight-Burney is doing is amplifying that message and making it clear to a new generation.
How do you come up with that kind of stuff? Man, that was good.
That was good, yeah. That's why he's on this committee.
That's why he's on the committee.
That creative, burst.
I mean, I was down at your office, then he had this big train thing set. I was like, what is going on here? This is fantastic stuff, man.
It's a safe place for kids to play and learn a little about science on the side.
That's wonderful. And that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about.
Making the connections for our kids.
Yeah, and it makes our community safer, too, when we have leaders who get it, And when I say that, I mean, I'm not talking about leaders who have titles. I'm talking about leaders who just simply say, I want to get things done. And so they go and they understand what Dr. King was all about, and they go out there and they start making things happen, That's what it's really all about.
Well, I was sitting here and I was thinking, and one of the things that we just had happened at HAC on December 1st, we had our Kwanzaa festival event, and which was very well received and truly trying to get more and more people to come out. But we always do Harambe Awards, where we recognize people in the community that in some way exhibit one of the 7 Kwanzaa principles. I have 2 of my folks here.
Yes.
The winners of the particular award, and I think yours was for unity.
Yes, it was. Yes.
And then yours was for creativity. What else, right? Okay, in regard to that is. So it's really nice to have both of you together and thinking about that during the holiday period and everything that you both do and get back to our community. So we want to applaud and thank you.
And you are leaders who get it.
You get it,
I
exactly.
Like that. You really do commit, and you walk your walk, you walk your talk, I should say.
But we couldn't do it without the people who want to make it happen and those who work with us to make sure that it happens. So, like people like you.
Oh.
We enjoy it. We love, what this community does, and that's why we're so glad to be a part of it. Part of what we're talking about today is the ability to be involved. So those persons who are hearing about this for the first time, they didn't know about the MLK. Can they get involved somehow if they say, hey, I want to be a part of this next year?
Absolutely. Okay. They can go onto our website.
CentralPAMLKday.org.
And they can look at the projects and they can volunteer for the projects and sign up right there.
That's all it takes, folks. That's all it takes. We've run out of time, too, by the way. This has been a great discussion. Yes, indeed. I want to thank, Dr. Sybil Knight-Burney, the Superintendent of Harrisburg City Schools, as well as Bob Welsh, who is Executive Director of Jump Street Incorporated. They're doing fantastic work individually as collectively. And now it's your turn. You have to get out and get involved and make sure that Martin Luther King Day, the day of service on January the 21st, is a day that we will all remember because it will have spawned great things in our community. We know you're going to do it. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time here on Life Esteem. Goodbye.